children of class 8th. Again we will study physics, and today I am telling you the answers of the given assignment given in the previous video. Question number 1, define surface tension and meniscus. Answer is the phenomena due to which exposed top surface of a liquid contained in a vessel behaves like a stretched membrane is called surface tension. Till here only. Then now meniscus. Answer is over here. Answer 1 B part. The formation of curved surface by the exposed surface of a liquid contained in a narrow vessel is called meniscus. Till here only. Question number 2. Name the force responsible for surface tension in a liquid. Answer is the force responsible for surface tension in liquid is unbalanced cohesive force acting near the top surface of liquid. Question number 3. Name the kind of meniscus formed in case of water, in case of mercury, and draw diagram. Children, you can write it from here. In case of mercury, convex meniscus is formed, and in case of water, concave meniscus is formed. And children, these two diagrams you have to draw. Question number 4. On the basis of kinetic model, explain how the liquid exert pressure. Answer 4. This whole explanation is the answer. Thank you, children. Now children, the same chapter 1 matter, but the new topic, that is change of state in matter. Now we will study the change of state in matter. First example I am giving, children. When ice is heated, it changes into liquid state, and if more heat energy is supplied, then this liquid changes into steam. Conversely, we can say if the steam gives out heat energy, it changes into liquid state. Similarly, water is further cooled, it loses heat energy and changes into solid state. So this is known as change of state. Or you can say the process due to which a substance changes from one physical state to another physical state with the absorption or release of heat energy is known as change of state. Children, for to understand this change of state, let us understand some other terms used during the change of state. Now the first term is the melting. What is melting, or other word is fusion. Now I am explaining, listen, what is melting. I am explaining means that is the change of state from solid to liquid. Change of state from solid to liquid. See children, now from this figure you can understand these are the solid molecules, these are the liquid molecules, and these are the gas molecules. See, when a solid is heated, its molecules absorbs heat energy. These are the molecules, they absorbs heat energy, and hence the kinetic energy, that is the moving energy. The kinetic energy of its molecules increases. And due to this increased kinetic energy, the molecules start vibrating. See, these all molecules start vibrating about their mean position with a greater amplitude. What is the amplitude? The maximum displacement. This in turn increase the intermolecular space. Now what will happen? The intermolecular space will increase. See here, these intermolecular space means the empty space. It will increase, and intermolecular force of interaction will decrease. So this continue still at a stage is reached when the kinetic energy of the molecules become more than the intermolecular force. And at this stage, these molecules can change their positions, and hence solid will change into liquid state. Now what happens in this stage to the heat energy? The heat energy absorbed by the substance does not change the temperature. Here the temperature will not change. But what will happen to this? It is utilized in doing work against the force of attraction. That is in increasing the potential energy. So this change in the state from solid to liquid is called melting or fusion. And the temperature at which this happens is called the melting point. Now you can give the definition. What is melting? The process due to which a solid changes into liquid state at some fixed temperature by the absorption of heat energy is known as melting or fusion. Now for example, I can give ice at 0 degrees Celsius on absorption of heat energy changes into water. So what you can say, 0 degrees Celsius is the melting point of ice. Next term is the vaporization, or you can say boiling. That is the change of state from liquid to gas state. Now again children, here see this figure, liquid to gas. Now again the same thing, when the liquid is heated, its molecules absorbs heat energy. These molecules will absorb heat energy and thus their kinetic energy will increase. And this increased kinetic energy of the molecules, they will increase continuously, and the temperature of the liquid rises. Thus in turn increase, the intermolecular space will increase. See here, now they are changing into gas. See, so much of empty space are there between the molecules. This continues till the kinetic energy of the molecules become more than the intermolecular force. So at this stage, the energetic molecules rapidly leave the liquid. Now they will leave the liquid and change into gaseous state. So like this, this is the process of vaporization, means the process due to which a liquid changes into gaseous state at some fixed temperature with the absorption of heat energy is known as vaporization or boiling. Here also I can give the example. For example, water at 100 degrees Celsius changes into steam. So what we can say, boiling point of water is 100 degrees Celsius. Now children, some other terms are condensation. I think from smaller classes you all know what is condensation. The process due to which a gas changes into liquid state at some fixed temperature with the release of heat energy. That is, you can say cooling, or by cooling is known as condensation. Condensation point of steam is 100 degrees Celsius. Now children, some other terms are evaporation. Evaporation also from the lower classes you all have learned, but now the change of liquid state into its vapor state at any temperature below its boiling point is called evaporation. Next term is the sublimation. Now this sublimation means direct change of solid into gaseous state on heating. The process due to which a solid directly changes into gaseous state on heating and the gaseous state directly changes into solid state on cooling is known as sublimation. Many examples I can give that: naphthalene balls, I think you all have seen, ammonium chloride, iodine, camphor. When these substances are heated, they do not change into liquid, they directly change into gaseous state. So that is called sublimation. Here, which substances sublimate? The solid state of the substance is called sublimate, and sublime, the gaseous state, is called sublime. Now coming to the next term, that is desublimation. What is desublimation? It is a process in which a gas on cooling transforms into a solid state. Another name of desublimation is deposition. It is a reverse process of sublimation. For example, water vapor changes directly to ice. For example, water vapor changes directly to ice without first becoming a liquid. So this is how snow forms in clouds. So this is the example of desublimation. Now children, coming to the next topic, that is specific latent heat of fusion and specific latent heat of vaporization. To understand this, first we have to do one investigation, that is an activity to study change of state of ice. Children, see this figure. This is a beaker. Place a beaker on the wire gauge. This is a wire gauge. This is Bunsen burner, and this is a tripod stand. Pour about 100 gram of ice cubes into the beaker. 100 gram of ice cubes into the beaker and insert a thermometer. You see in this figure. Record the temperature of the ice. Now heat the beaker with the help of this Bunsen burner. What you will notice? You will notice that this ice starts changing its state. That is, it start melting to form water. What will happen to the temperature? Now the temperature, whatever you have recorded by the thermometer, its temperature remains 0 degrees Celsius till at all the ice melts. So the heat supplied to ice does not raise the temperature of the ice. Instead, it changes the state of ice. Thus, the heat supplied to the ice is stored in water in the form of latent heat. Or you can give this simple word, this is a hidden heat. That is, the heat supplied to the ice is stored in water in the form of latent heat. So, this is called latent heat of fusion. The amount of heat energy supplied to a solid at its melting point such that it changes into liquid state without any rise in temperature is called latent heat of fusion. Now, how much is the latent heat of fusion? Our scientist has done the invention and they have given us, means how much is the experimental value? It is 336 joule per gram, or you can say 336,000 joule per kg, and that is called the specific latent heat of fusion of ice. Means the amount of heat energy required to change 1 kg of ice at 0 degrees Celsius into water at 0 degrees Celsius is called the specific latent heat of fusion of ice, and this is the highest value for any substance in nature. Now coming to the next figure. See the next figure. Now when you further heat this liquid, the temperature of water starts rising and it attains a temperature of 100 degrees Celsius. Now at this point, what will happen? The water starts boiling and it will change into steam. That is, it will change from liquid to gas. Now again, the temperature of boiling water remains 100 degrees Celsius only till every drop of water has changed into steam. So again I will say that heat stored in the steam is in the form of the latent heat. So now what is latent heat of vaporization? The amount of heat energy supplied to liquid at its boiling point such that it changes into gaseous state without any rise in temperature is called latent heat of vaporization. And this experimental value is also given by our scientist, 2260 joule per gram, or 2260 into 10 ki power 3 joule per kg. So means this is the specific latent heat of vaporization of steam, and this is the definition, and this is also the highest value for any substance in nature. Now children, some are the natural consequences of the highest specific latent heat of ice. Suppose I can give you one example why soft drink bottles are cool better in ice than in water at 0 degree Celsius. Why? So you can give this answer because ice has high specific latent heat. So every gram of ice at 0 degree Celsius extract out 336 joule of heat energy more than water. Many other examples you can give. Weather becomes warm during snowfall because of every gram of water at 0 degrees Celsius on freezing gives out 336 joule of heat energy. Means why? Because ice has the highest specific latent heat. So a large amount of heat energy is released, the weather becomes warm. These are other examples of natural consequences of highest specific heat. Now some other examples of high specific latent heat of vaporization. Means first example you can see this. Second example I am giving, burns caused by the steam are more severe than the burns caused by boiling water. Because of this only, steam has the highest specific latent heat of 2260 joule per gram. That is, every gram of steam at 100 degrees Celsius will deliver 2260 joule of heat energy more than the water at 100 degrees Celsius. So this excess heat energy of steam is the cause of severe burns on the skin. Children, now we have finished the chapter And now coming to the assignment, this is your assignment. These are the questions you have to do. Question number 1, define the following. Question number 2, and here in question number 2 you have to write the numerical value also. Question number 3, A and B part. Question 4, here GH liquefaction they have given, that is condensation. That is condensation and condensation point. Question number 5, why do soft drink bottles cool better in ice at 0 degrees Celsius than water at 0? Just now I have explained. You can write it. This is your exercise 1.1. Fill in the blanks. These all exercises you have to fill it in your book only. No need to do it in your notebook. Statements given below are incorrect. True and false. You know, whatever it is wrong, you have to write the correct word. Tick the most appropriate answer. Match the column. Now coming to exercise 1.2. This also you fill it in your book only. Fill in the blanks. Statements given below are incorrect. True and false. Tick the most appropriate answer. Match the column. Thank you, children.